Why am I like this? Sound of fist hitting the ground softly. Why can't I be like him? Why can't I stand the way my father stands? Like the earth itself is holding him up. Why can't I fight? Voice cracks. Why is it that every time I enter the arena, I fall like I have no bones inside me? Chai, what is wrong with me? He laughs painfully, then goes quiet. They say I am the son of Dikeagu, the lion of Okengu, the man that kills lions with his bare hands. So why? Why can't I even defeat boys my own age? Silence, then softer, deeper pain. Am I cursed? Did the gods make a mistake with me? Or am I not truly his son? Breathing heavier now. Everywhere I go, I see it in their eyes. Pity, mockery, disappointment. Even my own father. Long pause, voice almost whispering. The way he looks at me. Like I am something he does not understand. Like I am something he did not ask for. Tears in voice. I try. I swear, I try. But my body refuses. It refuses to become what they want. What he wants. He hits his chest lightly. What is inside me? Because this is not strength. This is not what a man should be. Voice breaking completely. If I cannot fight, if I cannot be feared, if I cannot make my father proud, then tell me, what am I? Silence, long, heavy. Soft flute rises, narrator fades in slowly. They say, in every generation, a story is born. A story of strength. A story of war. A story of a boy who thought he had nothing, until life forced him to discover what truly made him powerful. This is that story. This is the story of Agu. It is a story from a land where strength was everything. Where a man's worth was not measured by his words, but by the power in his hands. The land called Okengu. In Okengu, my brother, if you no fit fight, nobody go send you. From a young age, boys were raised in the dust of the wrestling arena. Their bodies hardened by struggle, their spirits sharpened by competition. To be strong was to be seen. To be feared was to be respected. And among all the men who ever walked that land, there was one whose name refused to die. Dikeagu. They called him the Lion of Okengu. A man whose presence alone could silence a gathering. A warrior who had led his people into battles many times, and returned each time with victory resting on his shoulders like a crown. His enemies feared him. His people trusted him. And the elders spoke of him like a gift from the gods. So when Dikeagu took a wife, the entire village rejoiced. Because everyone believed that whatever child would come from that union would not just be strong. He would be unstoppable. And so, on a quiet night when the moon hung low like it was watching closely, a child was born. They named him Agu. The celebration that night did not end quickly. Palm wine flowed. Drums spoke. Women danced with joy in their feet. Because to them, this was not just a child. This was the future of Okengu. But life has a way of telling its own story. As Agu grew, something began to show, something that nobody expected. The boy could not fight. At first, they laughed it off. He is still small, they said. The strength will come. Even his father believed it. After all, how can the son of a lion be a goat? But time does not lie. Agu would step into the wrestling ring, and before dusk could even rise properly, he would be on the ground. Again. And again. And again. Chai. It became something people expected. Children began to laugh. Not out of wickedness at first, but because they did not understand. But what started as laughter slowly turned into something else. Disappointment. Dikeagu, the great warrior, began to watch his son from a distance. At first in silence, then with worry, and eventually with pain. One evening, after Agu had been thrown to the ground once again before the eyes of the village, Dikeagu called him. There was no anger in his voice. That was what made it worse. Agu, he said quietly, a man does not run from battle. Agu stood there, breathing heavily, dusty clinging to his skin. Then his father asked a question that would stay with him for years. Are you my son, or are you shame wearing my name? That night, Agu did not cry outside. But inside him, something cracked. Because more than anything, he wanted to make his father proud. Now listen carefully. Because this is where the story begins to change. Agu could not fight with his body, but his mind. Or his mind was something else. While others rushed into fights without thinking, Agu watched. He studied movements. He understood patterns. He saw openings where others saw walls. When his friends wanted to fight, they would sometimes come to him. Agu, how we go take beat this guy? And quietly, he would tell them. Wait till he move first, no rush when him left leg shift, enter from that side. And just like that, they would win. At first, nobody paid attention. They thought it was luck. But luck does not repeat itself like that. Still, even with all that, Agu remained what they called him. Weak. But there was one person who never saw him that way. Her name was Adaeze. If beauty had a home in Okengu, it would be in her smile. But Adaeze was not just beautiful, she was kind. She listened. She understood things beyond what eyes could see. While others laughed at Agu, she sat beside him. They would talk for hours. About life. About dreams. About things Agu never told anyone else. One day, she looked at him and smiled in a way that made his heart forget how to beat properly. Agu, them they look you like say you no get value, she said softly. But me, I see something different. Agu looked at her, confused. What do you see? She leaned closer, her voice almost a whisper. I see a man will never show himself finish. From that day, something began to grow in Agu. Not just hope, love. But even love was something he felt he did not deserve. Because in Okengu, strong men chose their wives. And weak men washed. Many warriors came for Adaeze's hand. Men with muscles like carved wood. Men who had defeated others in open arenas. Men whose names carried weight. But she refused them. One after the other. People began to talk. Why should they wait? Who should they look? But she already knew. Agu. Only that Agu did not believe it. He kept quiet. Hid his feelings. Smiled when she smiled. But never spoke his heart. Until the day everything changed. It came without warning. Like night swallowing light. From across the river, from a kingdom called Owor, came warriors. They did not come with greetings. They came with fire. Their attack was swift, brutal, merciless. Before Okengu could gather itself, it was already bleeding. They took the sacred oracle, the very heart of the village. And as if that was not enough, they took people. Men, women, and among them, Adaeze. When Agu saw it, when he saw her being dragged away, struggling, calling out, something inside him shattered completely. He ran, but he was too late. He fell to his knees. Adaeze. But the night swallowed his voice. That night, Agu did not sleep. Not because he could not, but because something inside him had woken up. By morning, a message arrived from Owor. Bow to their king in 1 week, or lose everything. Fear spread across Okengu like harmattan fire. For the first time, the warriors did not have answers. Strength had always been enough. But now, strength had failed. The elders gathered. The king sat in silence. Even Dikeagu, the great lion, had grown old. His strength was no longer what it used to be. Confusion filled the air. What do we do? How do we fight this? And in the middle of that silence, Agu stood up. Not the boy they used to laugh at. Not the one who avoided the arena. This time, he stood like something had finally found its place inside him. If strength no work, he said calmly, make we use sense. The room went quiet. Some laughed softly. Others shook their heads. But something in his voice carried weight. Even his father looked at him differently. And for the first time in his life, Agu did not look away. What followed was something Okengu would never forget. Agu did not lead with force. He led with thought. He studied Owor, their movements, their patterns, their pride. They believe say we go rush them, he said. That is their weakness. He divided the warriors, set traps, used the land, the forest, the night. What they lacked in strategy before now became their greatest weapon. When they finally went to war, it was not the war Owor expected. It was confusion, ambush, silence before attack, disappearance before retaliation. Agu turned the battlefield into something the enemy could not understand. And slowly, the mighty Owor began to fall, until they reached the heart of the enemy. The place where the oracle was kept. The place where Adaeze was held. When Agu saw her again, weak, but alive, everything else faded. For a moment, war stopped existing. Adaeze, he whispered. She looked at him, then even in that state, she smiled. I tell you, you go come. That night, Okengu took back what was theirs. The oracle returned. Their people freed. And Owor fell. When they came back, it was not just victory. It was revelation. Because the boy they called weak was the reason they stood alive. Dikeagu stood before his son. For a long time, he said nothing. Then slowly, he nodded. Not as a warrior, but as a father. Respect. Real respect. And from that day, Okengu changed. Because they learned something no battle had ever taught them before. That strength is not only in the body. Sometimes, the greatest power lies in the mind. And Agu, the boy they once ignored, became a name that would never be forgotten.